kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here at Glidden Enterprise. We're flying for Narford again. It's the weekend, it's Friday. Thank Jeebus. Shoutouts. First off, Moonshine Badger, thank you so much. Sweet Jackal, Taurus, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew, hope you enjoy your stay. And Hardcore, thank you so much for the host, always appreciated. Vox, hello there, hope you're having a good afternoon. Oh, now what? Well, we're gonna, as the title suggests, well, maybe the title doesn't suggest it, I forget, but is the Chieftain gonna be a good Doom taxi as well? Signs point to, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, unless I do something really stupid and just load up a bunch of, load up a bunch of passengers and then try to go on, say, a wing assassination. Verad, howdy, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And also just running a quick test here on my see if I got another feature of the stream up and running. Please.
I've got morons on my team.
Woohoo! Alright, so that's going to be expanded, that's going to be expanded in the future, in the very near future. Beautiful. Alright, so first off, let's head to the Wang system, which is a little funny, given that I had to do some maintenance work on the throttle. The one thing I don't like about this Thrustmaster FCS throttle is that it tends to bind up a little bit. So you gotta hit it with some kind of, well, the preferred method is some kind of lithium grease. You don't want to use WD-40 on it, so... yeah, you just want to keep your Thrustmaster good and greased up, and because if your Thrustmaster binds up from lack of lubrication, then you're just not having a good time. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
And that's all I'm going to say on that. As always, I've got a Yuki at my side, a Hank at my feet, and an Alex in my ears. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
Well, she's feeling a little bit more, you know, a little less mean-spirited today. We'll work with that.
All clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
You know, I wonder if I could assemble enough sound clips that, I mean, I know I could assemble enough sound clips that I could get Mr. Torg for a ship voice. I wonder if I could get Megatron as a ship voice. Maybe Astro Train would be better. Or Omega Supreme. Though he's not big on saying much. And just so chat knows, I wasn't calling you guys morons. I was saying that more for, you know, my own flying. So let's get landed, let's get the missions turned in, and then let's go have a look at what the latest news is here. Nellis! Nellis? Nellis! 07, how are you doing? Hope you're enjoying the weekend. Or planning on enjoying the weekend. Omnitographer, Gordon Freeman voice pack, obviously. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Or a Morgan Freeman voice pack. Right, let's avoid the planet. Avoiding planets, good for you in the long run.
Plot twist!
Now, Ace, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Hope you enjoy your stay. First time I've been able to catch a stream. Love the videos. Got me into piloting a few weeks back. Oh, glad to hear it. Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Dang it. Overshot by just that much. Alright, get these turned in. And yeah, if anybody has any questions in the chat, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. Let's see here. Turn this in. Reputation, influence. Ah, the influence. Alright, now where to? Aha! San Guojian. I need to go there anyway. Donate, donate, donate. Why would I need to donate anything? Lehigh, Narvert, hit 5881. F Station, donate $1 million. You know, we've got passenger cabins on board. Let's go use them. Not that I know who would want to book passage to San Guojian, but... never know. Sightseeing Adventure, Narvert, hit 5881. How are we doing in this system anyway? Yeah, we're doing... Okay, what's the news? Let's see here. Thargoid attacks have been... Oh, son of a... Wait a minute. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Nope, that's a new one. The Arandan sector. Or the Arandan system. Desert Dude 07. Let's see here. How far are you from Narvert? 74 light years. So they got as close as Ball, and now they've redirected. But it's entirely possible they could just be going up and around. The Sol system is not out of danger. Grez, hello there! So, the Arandan system's been hit. Lovely. Come on, Galnet. Let's try that again. Maybe it just didn't like loading from the galaxy map. Yep, there we go. Oh, let's see here. He just has published a report. You know what? I will be right back. I'm gonna let Alex read this off. You taking passengers for a terrifying tour of San Guojian? I will be in just a minute. I need to get up and check on a Hank because I'm hearing Hank-related thumpings. In the meantime, enjoy this news break.
Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Aegis has published a report containing significant insights into the Thargoids. The information was provided by the engineer Antar, compiled from recently decrypted logs at Guardian sites. The report indicates that the Guardians and the Thargoids were once at war, due to the Thargoids' belief that they had a pre-existing claim to the regions of space occupied by the Guardians. Professor Albert Isro, head of research at Aegis, said, "It is clear that our current situation echoes that of the Guardians. Our space, like theirs, was seeded with barnacles thousands of years ago, and now the Thargoids have arrived to reap the biomechanical harvest." The Aegis report has elicited a wide range of responses. Federal President Zachary Hudson said, "It is now clear that there is no reasoning with this alien menace," while Imperial Admiral Denton Petrius commented, "This new information makes it clear that the Thargoids will reject any diplomatic overtures. We must redouble our efforts to defend ourselves from their antagonism." Meanwhile, the operation to clear Socho of Thargoids has reached a successful conclusion. Scores of pilots supported the campaign by eliminating Thargoid vessels in the system, and by delivering alien material to Dangtech Enterprise. A spokesperson...
Alright, and back. And Lou with the weather. It's cold, it's dark, it's space. Catching up here on chat. Hardcore fighter pilots really rank up easily. I started out with harmless last night, now she's already up to competent. Nice! Best part is I only have to pay her 2%! Extra nice! Desert Dude, I still don't want to share my booty yet, but I plan on hiring a pilot eventually. And yeah, hardcore fighters are cheap. We can afford to throw a lot at the rank up problem. So, speaking of, let's, we've turned in here, and speaking of Sanguogen, let's just head there directly. Lights on?
Lights on.
Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Hit it.
Preparing for jump.
Plenty of water on hand, just took my allergy medicine. Weird weather around here. It was snowing this morning, and, you know, end of March in the Puget Sound area is not usually when you get snow. Unless you got a Yuki and she just snows all the time.
Hull integrity is within limits.
Thank you.
All other systems, you're welcome. Gathering information, cartography update. Piracy is rife here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sensors to long range.
Delta Fire Dragon, hey there, how you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Or starting a good weekend, or planning, preparing... I hope there's a good weekend in the future. Got some gaming hardware. Interesting, what'd you pick up? Inquiry. Alright. Oh, a gaming hardware inquiry. Alright, go ahead. What is the nature of your question? Looking at VR, alright. Let's see, Bailey Base. Anybody here that... Oh, we got a gunship and a Python, which... Unfortunately, I'm not hauling anything fun, so they're not going to come after me. I'm trying to figure out if I should just go with 48 tons of cargo, or if I should go with 24 passenger seats. It's kind of looking like cargo, but... who knows? Maybe we'll still get some good passenger runs here. See here, Verad, 40 more jumps tonight and I'll be at my new home in Narvert. I will not be going deep space again for a while. Oog, yeah. Yeah, Niao is still out in deep space, and, I mean, she's been out there since the New Year's Eve stream. Alicors, happy 3 months? Well, thank you. Hopefully I'm not seeing any notification there, so as usual, but 3 months already. Damn, feels like it's only been 3 months. Yeah, you just resubbed, but it's not throwing it up. Son of a... try refreshing and maybe adding in Notify or something. I don't know. I don't know with Twitch. It's just Twitch. Gear down.
Deploying gear.
Delta, I was directed to Microsoft MR headsets on a discount on Amazon, the mixed reality VR system by Microsoft. Yes, I'm aware of it. Go ahead and type in a paragraph. It's alright. Alicor's not a problem. I know I did it. That's all that matters. Excellent. And yes, thank you so much for the 3 months. Hype in the chat for Alicors. There's that. Yeah, a Celestine. Ugh. It tastes like horrible. Okay. Passengers. Delta Fire Dragon, is it a good investment for me to get VR? Well, that's a really good question. I mean, I really, really love my Vive. I'm not sure what the performance is like on the Microsoft MR headset. And Neurality, hello! But no, I love my Vive. I would actually wait a couple of months, I think. The new Vive, like, what is it, VR 1.5? The higher resolution Vive will be coming out. So either you can grab that, for like $100 premium over the original, or I think they are dropping the price on the Mark I Vive. Yeah, the Vive Pro. Thank you, Omnitographer. 12 tourists seeking transport. Here we go. Let's see. Hidden Enterprise in the Ahemes system. Alright, do that. Bought Voice Attack and ended up getting Orion from HCS. Pretty cool. Yeah, Voice Attack is amazing, isn't it, Neurality? And Desert Dude, the original Vive has already dropped $100. Yeah, with the Vive Pro coming out, the old... I mean... I'm looking at my Vive and going, you know, I really want a Pro, but I don't have this thing paid off yet. At least according to Niao. And I trust her on such things. Pick cabin. And you know what? Let's see here. Let's get outfitted here. Yeah, it's fantastic when it works. I do not actually have a Patreon link up yet. I should do that. Give me a moment. That's rather bright. Actually, no, I will, I'll put that in later. No, I don't have a link for the Patreon yet. I didn't actually throw it up into the, onto Nightbot. But I do have the, you know, let's see, There we go. And Alicors, as a, I do believe you're a mod, so I do believe you can, post... I think I've got it set up so that mods can actually post links without having to worry about Nightbot pushing them down. Let's see here, browse shop, let's... Wait, a class 3 cargo rack? Well, it's better than nothing. Alright, any missions going there? Rare artwork salvage, assassinate terrorist leader. Modified embedded firmware. Pretty grade 5. But we know we can actually reliably do these wing assassinations. Let's see here. Delta Fire Dragon. Microsoft sets are not sold as a Microsoft outright. They're branded by manufacturers including Samsung, Dell, Acer, to name a few. Yeah, they're licensing out the tech to various manufacturers, and each one has their own kind of spin on the process as far as I know. Now, when it comes to the Microsoft MR tech, I haven't followed along with it very much, just because, you know, I've had a Vive. You're up.
Retracting landing modules.
And believe me, I'm not going to be buying any new VR setup anytime soon.
Plot twist!
Spectre the Gamer, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat. Alicors, no, I haven't created the Discord yet, on the Discord link on the Nightbot. Oh wait, yes I did. You just gotta spell it right. I was still thinking about the Patreon. Yes, it's Friday, my brain has already gone out the door. I'm just flying on reflex. LA, starting out my home base in Nanomam, found myself constantly running to Tolan today. Huh. Yeah, sometimes the missions just take you to wherever they take you. Sometimes it's all over the place, sometimes it's really focused on one spot. Now, I had, speaking of, you know, brain and missions going to odd places and things, which got me thinking about the AI and the background sim and everything in the game. Here's an old blast from the past. Not sure how many people remember this, but I mean, when it comes to flight simming or spaceflight stuff, I started off with X-Wing, as a lot of people did. And then I went on to TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, had X-Wing Alliance in college. And then around the same time as I was playing Alliance, I was also flying a game. Commander Bourgeois Stalker actually pointed this out to me. He picked it up at the in the discount bin when he was working at Menards in Mason City, Iowa. He picked up an old game called Hard War. And if anybody is familiar with Hard War, let me know in the chat. An amazing game, a fun game, a very in-depth game for, you know, 1998, the best programming 98 could throw at it. The AI was actually very sophisticated. It was actually viewed as the spiritual successor to Elite. So I got into the game backwards. I got into Elite's successor, then I got into Elite. Funny how that works. But you didn't fly around the galaxy, you just flew around a bunch of craters on Titan. And your ship, such as it was actually an atmospheric vehicle called a Moth. Solar-powered, very high-powered batteries. And you refueled by going around these light posts, these light trees. And so you'd have a bunch of these ships flying around these giant lamps, recharging, and that's how they got the name. But a lot of fun. The AI was terrible at combat, but brilliant in the rest of its decision-making process. The AI would actually do long-term planning. And you could buy facilities on the planet. You could buy facilities and put in things like manufacturing or repair yards. And so you could have your own personal outpost that pilots could come and land at and repair, refuel, rearm, and pay you for it. And you would make good money doing that. And now, you know what? Instead of owning your own outpost, I can see why they said that would be a little silly in Elite. I mean, I still want to, but let's go halfway. Let's split the difference if owning a station is not in the cards. Just own one landing pad. You own landing pad 5 at some station. I would love to see that in place.
Lakon, Kilo Yankee, Lima, you have entered Federation space. Docking access by permission only. Landing permission granted. You are clear for approach to pad 06.
Copy 06. Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's just own a system and a station like we already do. Well, I meant personal ownership, not group ownership, but yeah. Fill the hangar with posters. There you go, Turlock. Alright, everybody, off the boat.
Landing successful. Deploying ground services.
Yeah, I wish you could build a small outpost on a planet. Likewise. Just some little outlaw tech base where, you know, no... You could set it up for whatever law and order level you wanted. Omnitographer, speaking of yield games, did you ever play Escape Velocity? Ha ha ha! Oh yes. Escape Velocity and, what was it, Escape Velocity Override on the Mac, and then Escape Velocity Nova on the PC. Oh, and yes, very, very moddable. Loved it. In fact, a lot of these ships remind me of, well, like a lot of these, it reminds me of Elite, actually. Escape Velocity was like top-down Elite. Alright, let's get a better cargo bay on board. There we go. 16 tons, that should be enough. Yes, Alcors? Yes? You know you can add people to your Nightbot to add commands. I did, in the back of my mind, and now I realize, yes, I should probably do that. So let's throw up a quick news break here. Omnitographer 500 bits, long live the rebellion. What are we rebelling against? Either way, thank you so much for the bits. Let's get the news running here. Let's see. Another quick news break while I see about that. We can review Sirius Corp.
Sirius Corp announces expansion. The Sirius Corporation has announced that it will be expanding its presence at 2 locations just outside the core systems. A spokesperson for Sirius made this statement. For some time now, the amount of traffic passing through both the Seos and Sothis systems has been steadily increasing. Naturally, we are keen to ensure that all pilots have access to essential services. To this end, we are in the process of building several new starports and settlements in these systems, as well as several megaships. These will support Seos and Sothis's residents and visitors, and provide pilots
megaships in Seos and Sothis? Oh, that's interesting.
From Sirius Corp.
And actually, Alcors, I don't know how to add in right now, so I'm not going to do that. But after the show, I will get that set up. I don't want to do too much bot maintenance on the air. Let's see. Donate. Boom data delivery. That's a lot of boom data delivery. Sanguogen. Daily base, take it. Daily base, I'll take it. Darbo plant, that's a little out of the way. Delta, I decided on a first build of a PvE condo to work towards, a beam multi. Efficient, oversized multis with high cap corrosive. Yeah, that would do some hurt on something. That would definitely drop some pain. Desert Dude, I trust Sirius as far as I can throw a T9, but that is indeed interesting news. You and me both. Let's see here. Alicors, I understand. I'll message you the link on Discord. Yeah, send that to me over on the Discord, and I'll go take a look at it after. Let's see here. Cartography data. Oh yeah, I should probably set up my scanner. You know, just because. Alright, it's all set up, actually. Varid presses wrong button, bot rises up, takes over the stream.
More killing! More violence!
Torgbot approves. You're up. Delta Fire Dragon Class 6 fighter hangar for 2 Taipans. That would do the trick. Ah, what do we got here? Somebody coming to kill me? Incoming enemy! Awesome! A lot of incoming enemies. Double plus awesome!
Clear of port confines. Safe trip, Commander.
Let's see here. One multi-cannon on the Taipan. The only multi-cannons I know of on the Taipan are the AX multis, and they are not good against normal human ships as far as I know. I did some testing. They work, but you know, in the same way that you can bust a cinder block with a framing hammer instead of a sledgehammer. Just gonna take a little bit.
Right here. Long range.
My personal preference on fighters, I like adding in the Federal fighter, the Condor. I like its multi-cannons, especially with AI pilots, because they have perfect, cheat bot aim. So fixed guns are always a plus for them. That or the plasma repeaters. And yeah, Desert Dude Torgbot just made my day. I'm gonna be adding in more from Torgbot and maybe a Moxibot too, and well, we've got Megatron in here already. The Crooked Omen. You know, I bet this guy's trying to chase me down. Because I already have the name on the ship. Oh yes, Megatron. And there will be explosions.
Don't play with me, fool!
Need to get the audio levels equalized a little bit, but, you know, it's a start. Turlock, Classic or Beast Wars? Either one. I've got Classic. I need to just build up a great big audio library. And yes, I loved Beast Wars. I loved I loved Inferno. Of all the Predacons in the Beast Wars, I loved Inferno. For those that don't know, Inferno was a reprogrammed... Well, I think he was Inferno the Autobot fire truck, but in the Beast Wars he was reprogrammed and he was a little faulty. So when his stasis pod scanned a fire ant nest, he was reformatted into a fire ant, but it screwed with his brain, so he thought that his ship was the colony, and he thought Megatron was his queen. And he absolutely refused to refer to Megatron as anything less than, "Yes, my queen!" Giving yourself a new title, Megatron? The ant has faulty program. Plasma Taipan and a fixed beam Taipan? That would make a mess. At BotCon a few years ago, they had Scott McNeil and I think Gary Chalk, and they were doing a Beast Wars poker night, basically. And it was well, yeah, it was Beast Wars poker night. So you've got Dinobot saying, "This is not a warrior's game. I'll take 2. Do I wish to take any cards? Yes. I'll take 1. Waspinator won't take any cards. Fold. Fold, yes. Fold. Nellies, yeah, we are the Errantry Alliance of Narvert. We've been made by, well, I made them. I went to a worksheet on the Frontier website in the forums and actually submitted, you know, I would like to create a player faction, or I'd like to create a faction. Could we do this? And Alicorns, I'll throw a bunch of stuff in, I promise. But no, we are an independent faction. We aren't aligned with any of the superpowers. We're a democracy, which honestly just means that, it means we go to war with everybody else who isn't a democracy. Just seemed like the best method from an RP standpoint. But yeah, so now there is an actual faction out here called the Errantry Alliance of Narvert. And we've actually expanded. We started off in the Narvert system, and then we expanded to the Thadidic system and managed to take over that. And then we expanded to the Wang system. And the Wang system had plenty of expansion, but it kind of, you know, was kind of a crummy... Again, 2 little outposts, nothing else. And now we are going into the San Guojian system, which is anarchy. But if we take it over, it may actually flip to a democracy, a low-security democracy, but, you know, some kind of law and order in this system. And then after that, we're going to try to expand to... Oh, what is the name of that system? Let's see here. It's nearby. Adensu. And that has a larger Coriolis-type station. And, unlike Glidden Enterprise, it doesn't look like there's anything falling off the ceiling. Thank you, Desert Dude. Yeah, the Adensu system. Reginald, are you going to get off this landing pad anytime soon? Thank you. Alicorns' allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. It's a good ideal. Right. We ask, here. Gear down.
Down and locked.
Needed to quote Star Wars there. Fair enough. Always a good time to quote Star Wars. Unless you're at a Star Trek convention, then it gets a little weird. Hardcore, I just like killing pirates? Well, you came to the right place. Or the Horde! Wait, wrong game. I don't know. You could be working for the Thargoids. Are you working for the Thargoids? I mean, me, I can be distrustful and paranoid. And anybody who agrees with me, I ask, who told you to say that? Cash. Cash is good. Alright, so what's going on here? System-wise, we are 71%. Business is booming. Let's go make it boom a little bit more. Wet work contract. That's not what I want. Data delivery to the Ahemes system. That's back to Griggs Terminal. Any passengers we can do? Did somebody say boom? Sounds like a good time. We know things will have gone beyond when you look at the docking pad next to you and you see a Thargoid scout there. I've had days like that. I don't want any more days like that. What does the Air Entry Alliance think of Imperial-aligned freelancers? Well, don't cause trouble and there won't be trouble. Pretty much the same. I mean, we're independent. We welcome Alliance, we welcome Federation, we welcome Imperial. Just don't make trouble or, you might get sneezed on. So we're just going to take another poke right here at the, see your rare artwork salvage. How much do I need to pick up? 4 of them. Oh, there might be something fun going on in the Thedidic system. Hardcore, that reminds me of the Lost World scene with the raptor on the subway, seeing a Thargoid on the next pad over. Yeah. The material ingredients needed for trouble are so plentiful, it's true. I was seeing that the Thargoids, the next step may actually be... Gear up.
Retracting landing.
The next step may be them trying to mine resources from systems. Mine the materials, which... That's gonna make for some, all kinds of industrial-grade trouble. Well, in that case, Delta, if you're just a freelancer and a fuel rat, we welcome the fuel rats. I mean, we welcome just about everybody, but, Barnacles on asteroids? Well, that's certainly within the realm of possibility, I think. That would be neat to see. Of course, then you'd need asteroid landing. Well, maybe not. Yeah, Alicors, I realize this. You're just poking holes in all the stuff I need to do. Time bonus. Alright. Time bonus. But yeah, for those new to the stream or new to the game or, you know, new to Elite, which is the same as new to the game, I guess, but maybe from a lore standpoint. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The Fuel Rats are a group of players who go out there, and if you run out of fuel, if you're stranded in deep space, you call them, you go to their website, www.fuelrats.com, and they will come out and rescue you. They're equipped with extra fuel tanks, they're equipped with buddy packs. They will come out and splash fuel into your tank to save you. Thargoid bases in orbit around gas giants pulling in 2010 and jump-starting stars. I don't think Thargoid tech is there enough that they can, you know, teleport. Well, okay, they can kind of teleport, but I don't know that you could open up a... I'm trying to figure out how the monoliths actually increased the mass of Jupiter. Were they just creating matter out of nothing? Were they transmuting energy into matter? Were they beaming hydrogen in from other stars? And if so, are the Thargoids capable of any of those feats? Delta Fire Dragon, I'll get a Delvisor MR headset. Double check. I would say double check, unless you already have. Check the forums, check around. If you want to use it for Elite, make sure that it works with Elite. And here I am, just kind of doing a loop of shame. Yeah, the monoliths were multiplying themselves exponentially and increasing the gravity well, but how were they multiplying? Was it energy beamed in from some other source? Were they somehow creating matter or energy, you know, and in this house we obey the laws of thermodynamics, which is another audio clip I'm going to put in there as soon as I find it. Let's see here, Nalaise, just did my last drop-off back at Nanomen, gonna refit my little boat and start the trek over to Narvert. Enjoy the trip, fly safe, be careful. You can do Steam VR, alright. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, request docking clearance.
Approach protocols engaged.
Gear down. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Gear down.
Down and locked.
IMH, the monoliths didn't obey local laws. They might be lower dimensional shadows of bigger things. True, that's possible. Oh, 9 jumps, that's not bad at all. Meow and I have been we've been catching up on our to-watch list, and we're still a little behind on it, but we've been watching Heroic Age. And we just got to the part where they dropped Io into Jupiter and ignited it. Oops. The Didico Errantry. Here we go. Assassinate terrorist leader. You know what? 3.5 million. The Wang system, I'll take that. Heroic Age, iMage, it's not Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Heroic Age is take Gurren Lagann and add some DBZ in, and you've got a pretty good start. A little bit of Godzilla thrown in. Gret, hey there, how you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Alright. Time to warm up these guns. Heroic Age? It's what you consider Heroic Age another take on the B5 mythology if it was anime? I can kind of see that. I guess you got the Golden Tribe being the the first ones. Not a bad idea. Alright, so we've done some taxiing, we've done some cargo running. Let's do what this thing is built to do. And that is drop a whole heapin' helping of hurt on somebody who deserves it. Now before I do that, I want to check and see if maybe the Discovery Scanner locks onto something here. iMage, how you watched it made as much sense as anything. Makes sense. Yep, sneezy times, Desert Dude. Turlock just did a B5 wiki dive and realized I could probably make too much of a dive into a series. B5 is a good one for wiki diving. For her birthday, I picked Meow up the entire B5 encyclopedia signed by JMS. Great series. I mean, you know, it's got its moments of cringe, but they are few and far between. Sadly, the series seems to be cursed. So, unfortunately, firing off the Discovery Scanner did not net me anything new, so you still have to scan the nav beacons for the assassination missions.
Incoming mission critical message.
Moo, make my food come faster. Look, buddy, this ain't your personal erotica site. Aaron A. Burton, 07 Commander. Welcome to the wackiness. Someone clip that! Well, okay, let's see here. I will. It's around 12:56, so around the 12:55 mark. If nobody does clip it, I'll go back and highlight it. Set 1-3.
Transferring power to shields.
Alright. We're in orbit around Wang 7E. So now we just wait. And we see if the streak holds. I am something like 7-1 when it comes to wing assassinations now. So I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't a fluke. But
Objective detected.
I still don't want to get overconfident. Maybe cocky. Not overconfident. We're at level 5. Alright, this is the right place. Eat 'em up.
Commander, what weapons free?
Capacity exceeded. Under attack. Warning, thermal attack. Gaining heat.
Shields are gonna drop, that's alright.
Temperature critical. Taking damage. Warning, hull breach attack. Taking internal damage.
Oh no you don't. Set 2-1.
Powering engines.
Mission critical message. Warning, temperature critical. Under attack.
And we're gone. Speaking of damage control teams, let's go have a look and see the module damage here. Thrusters at 79%. Shield booster 1 at 71%. That let's see here. Frag cannon 56%. And that's the worst. No, module reinforcement at 34.
We are being hailed.
You want a wingmate for those assassinations? I'm around. Well, thank you very much, Gret. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. Kinda poking around here on everything. But I will keep that in mind for today. Still not bad. This ship is definitely built for the decapitation strike version of those assassinations.
More killing! More violence!
Image, that blue static display on the left side would bloom red during damage, ideally. Ideally. Soon. Yes, soon. So that's about the worst damage I've taken for a while in these wing assassinations. And that's because I was dumb and I hit the boosters after my shields collapsed, and basically did a booster ram into that Conda. Is there a new combat zone in Sanguojen? You know, we should have a look at that. I don't think there is, but I could be wrong. Because I don't think the Sanguojen system... Are they at war right now? Are we at war? I didn't see any. I thought we were still in boom. Just a friendly love tap on that Conda. It's true. Whoa. War? Yes, war. Or as The Onion pointed out for their World War II issue, W.A. Headline continued on page 2. Yeah, we seem to do that. Damn it, now I need to find that clip of, Groundskeeper Willie talking about, you know, Scotsmen and their natural enemies. Like Englishmen and Scots. Or Welshmen and Scots. Scotsmen and other Scots. You Scotsmen sure are a contentious people. You just made an enemy for life. Gear down?
The gear is down and...
I saw a variation that somebody did on that for Star Wars. And thank you, Alicors. Yeah, somebody did a variation on that for Star Wars. It was Fen Rao talking to Ezra and Sabine. It was talking about how, you know... you know, the Republic and the Mandalorians are natural enemies, like Jedi and Mandalorians. Or Separatists and Mandalorians. Or Mandalorians and other Mandalorians. Damn Mandalorians. They ruined Mandalore! iMage, what did you think of the ending? It was a tearjerker. It was an amazing ending and I loved every moment of it. Indeed, iMage. And it put paid to the Bendu's words. Okay. Biotech conductors. Don't mind if I do. Artwork salvage contract. You know, do I have any restock here? No, I don't. Alright. Okay, so we don't have any way of rearming at this station. So I guess we don't expend any more massive amounts of ammo until we find another station. Boom, data delivery, rare artwork salvage. Actually, how are we doing in Thedidic? I know I just checked on this. 52% and climb. That's not bad. A lot of combat. Hopkins port in the Jerix system. Alright. Oh, I've got plenty of stuff to synthesize ammo with. I like to save that, though, just in case of emergency. Now if we get some more Bendu in episode 9. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Bendu and Yoda in a scenery chewing contest. Teeth marks everywhere. Running out of DACA isn't an emergency. I still have DACA. I've got like 2/3 DACA. You count the plasma cannon and the railgun, I'm down like 5% DACA. Oh no, there's still plenty of DACA to go around. We're just handing it out.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, how far away are we going here? Hopkins Port, not too bad. Oh yes, you can never have enough DACA. Data delivery time bonus can do. Yeah, if you think you've got enough DACA, then you's just mucking about. Unfortunately, all the DACA in the world isn't going to be very effective if you can't aim. Sadly, as Niao found out when her Orcs army, her 5th edition Orcs army went to war. Hi Mage, I still believe filling cargo holds full ammo should be a thing. Yeah, but then you need to load up the cargo hold with, you know, people to actually transfer from the cargo bay to the weapon. You know, the, oh, what were they called? The Sandlers in World War Z. Leandra07. Hope you're having a good weekend. What good is autoloading? Autoloading takes it from the magazine. I mean, all these weapons run on clips. You gotta reload the clip and then, you know, from the magazine, then throw that in. Or something like that. I'm sure somebody will tell me that I got the magazine and the clip all mixed up. Limpets? Limpets on the inside of the ship? Madness. Little weapon droids. Funnels. Yes, give me the funnels, please. Soon. Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Entry guidance computations complete. Vectors for descent.
Gear down.
Deploying gear.
Decepticlipticons? That's too hard to pronounce, no. Look at that show-off on approach. It was just the easiest way to get there. Oh hey, restock ammo. I now have all my DACA. Turlock, was that a destroyed ship on a landing pad and I just never noticed it? Kind of possibly. It could just be a bunch of parts from multiple destroyed ships. I've noticed that too. Shiny, shiny Daka. Desert Dude, how you liking that FCS? Still working out well? It is working out well. The throttle sticks a little bit, and I already made the joke about greasing up my Thrustmaster, so we aren't going to go there again. But, yeah, it's mostly good. Needs a... I'm a bigger fan of the throttle than I am of the stick. I wish I could, you know, once I get my Warthog fixed up, I'm going to stick the stick side on, and then I think it'll be perfect. It's the values party of Kowahing. We don't want that. Oh yeah, I'm going to mix and match it. I mean, they're both Thrustmaster products anyway. But yeah, I'm going to take the Warthog stick and stick it on the right side where, you know, use the stick. And then I'm going to use this throttle instead of the Warthog throttle. Yep, I'm going to mix and match it. Because that has really been... I love this throttle. I just need to get some lithium grease. Because, yeah, it's hard to get in there to get the rails, but there's some resistance in there. It binds up a little bit. It's not a smooth action when you're trying to move the throttle about. Alright, let's get back to Sanguojin. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Does it zero pretty crisply? Yes, it does. Now, mind you, I'm running the throttle in all the way forward. You know, I'm running it in toggle mode, so I toggle reverse and forward on it. Now, one thing I do like about the stick, and one thing that has actually come in handy in combat, this stick has a twist on it, a twist rudder. Now, I already have rudder pedals, so that's of no use to me. But what it does do allows me to turn this twist stick into a motorcycle style twist throttle. So I've got my throttle set up over here for the, you know, the main thrusters or the main engines, but I can use this twist on the stick to use forward and reverse thrusters. And in a combat situation, that's pretty
Piracy
handy.
is rife here.
It lets me facehug those Condas and those other super heavies pretty damn close. Also comes in handy on landings.
Increasing sensors to maximum range.
Thank you. No, I'll just have it there. No combat zones? Alright. Thank you, Gret. Desert Dude, I believe it, especially with the Chieftain. Yeah, it's this motorcycle, this bike style grip. If I keep saying motorcycle, I am just going to end up stumbling over it. Words, how do they work? Turlock, this is just piling on the reasons for me to save up for a HOTUS. Seriously, the T16000M FCS, it comes with a throttle, it comes with a stick, and it's worth it for the throttle alone, or you could buy the throttle as a standalone. This throttle is the second best throttle I have ever used, and it is half the price of the first best throttle I've ever used. Brett, getting a Vive in 10 days? Ho ho, you're in for a treat. But no, the very best throttle I have ever used in Flying Elite, and Niao is using it now, is the CH USB Pro throttle. CH makes good stuff. It doesn't look like much. I mean, it looks... You look at it and you go, really? That looks so plasticky. But it's industrial grade stuff. CH makes controllers for, like, CAT and for, you know, simulators. Way to avoid the loop of shame. But no, the CH Pro Throttle is absolutely amazing. It's a linear slider rather than over-the-top style. Which I like, given the button layout on it. Easy to maintain. I mean, her throttle started hanging up a little bit after a couple of years of use. And I just popped it open and pulled out the potentiometer and, you know, put some cleaner on it, dipped it in alcohol, let that dry out, and good to go. No trouble. Just hit it with some contact cleaner. Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
As requested.
Gear down.
Down and locked.
But that is also something like a $100 throttle. Now the FCS throttle, I want to say, is somewhere anywhere between 40 and 60, depending on where you get it and if they got price matching. Alright. Oop. They start bonking stuff around here on the desk. Alright, back to missions. Alex doesn't make the camera focus on the nav panel when requesting docking clearance. No, she can. I just turned that function off. You can do that in options. I forget where. I mentioned it in the last stream where to do it. Oh, let's have another quick look here. So it's under options. It's under controls. And I want to say it's under mode switches, interface mode. Mode switches. Enable UI camera lock on, and I've just turned this off. See here, LA. Interesting trip. My Type 6 and I have pulled into Glidden. Looks like an interesting area. Yeah, there is a lot to do around in Glidden, and since you're doing Type 6, there's plenty of cargo, there's plenty of mining. Narvard is great for mining. The rings of Narvard 3 are pristine metallic. Come on. Come on, Bailey. There we go. Massacre Family of Adensu, Rare Artwork Salvage, Wet Work Contract. Boom Data, Cleanup. Actually, here's the thing I want to check on. Let's head down in here. And I may swap out the heavy-duty shield generator. Or the heavy-duty shield booster. Maybe. Let's have a look here. Desert Dude, don't mind my shot-up Corvette sitting on the dock. I'll clean it up when I get home later. Reminds me, Narvard 3 should have plenty of the CG materials. Yeah, I believe it should. Let's check the utility mounts here. So I've got a heavy duty. That's a resistance. So what's this do to my shields? If I were to put in a... Oh, never. I was hoping to be able to test out the new, the modifications they made to the kill warrant scanner. I may yet have to go back to Narvert to get that equipped. In the meantime... Welcome to, Errantry Alliance Air. Enjoy your stay. Where do you want to go? Sag A-Star. In a Chieftain. Nearly 1,000,000 credits per 1,000 light years, so that's actually a decent rate. This is much better. But still, 2,000 light years, or a 4,000 light year trip in a Chieftain. No. Nope, nope, nope. Sightseeing adventure, nope. $10 protesters, 90 grand, specialized legacy firmware, meh. We'll get you there alive, or your money back. You know what? San Guojian is nice, but I think we got this place pretty well wrapped up. Let's head back to Narvert for now, and do some testing on the kill warrant scanner. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
Hopefully I can assist in any way. Oh, no problem, Nelles. Nelle? Is the S silent? Anyway. It's just... Come on out, have some fun. There's some good people around here. Plenty of stuff to do. I mean, we got passengers, we got the transport missions, we got the mining. Obviously, we've got the assassination, and war is certainly good for business around here, and business is kabooming. There's hardcore in the Swordfish. Nale. Alright. Fastest ship in the rings? I don't know, have you run into the Mauler hauler? Actually, you know what? I do have the Dirty Drive tunes set up here. Reminds me, when I lost a ship on a long passenger mission, they complained about hull damage and wanted to eject as we're tumbling into a neutron star's exclusion zone. Well, be my guest. You will last plus or minus an extra 30 seconds. Most likely a minus. Ah, Glidden, be it ever so crumbled, there's no place like home.
Lincoln Kilo Yankee Lima. This is the Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Searching for landing platform.
Yes, I know the cables are a trip hazard.
Set down on landing pad 4-5.
Copy 4-5. Ah, Gret. Flying, Flying another chieftain. 4-5, there we go. Gear down.
Gear down.
See, I've got my throttle zeroed at the moment. I'm just making inputs using the thruster commands. Which is nice. Came to Glidden to chew bubblegum and kick ass. You still got any gum? That motto, I mean, I know where it comes from. I think it comes from, was it They Live? But also, on Sabertron.com, they had a little text-based fighting game called Heavy Metal War, which I played for so much. And one of the teams there, you could create your own team of Transformers and use them. Fight around with them. Just a text-based fighting game, but still, you could write up the bios. And this guy had the Defectobots. Just, well, they're here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and they got plenty of gum. Let's see. Wait. That's... Alright. Let's see if this fast scanner... Let's see if I can actually keep the, keep my power settings proper here. Oh yeah, other members of the team, the Defectobots, he had like, Narcoleptic Stunt Car, who was a police officer, who always fell asleep. And since he formed the left foot of their Gestalt mode, the combiner's left foot always fell asleep. Modules, 103%. Yeah, we're good here. Now, since we're here, let's, I'm just not feeling the passenger cabins, to be honest. They just don't seem to be doing too terribly much, but 48 tons of cargo. That you can do some stuff with. Other, let's see here, the bot that formed the torso and head, he suffered from chronic blue screens, which didn't help the combiner mode very much either. Gear up.
Gear up.
Whoa! Hello, swordfish. Oh, that was unwise. Why did you do that? Why did you just hit the boosters in the dock?
We are being hailed.
Excuse me. Whoops. Delta Fire Dragon 500 USD isn't bad for the Vive. No, it's really not. And it's scalable as far as I can see, because if you got a Vive using... As far as I know, and this applies to me and Niao, I mean, your mileage may vary on how useful it is. At least he avoided you? No, he didn't. He bumped me. I mean, it's not bad, but, you know. With a Vive, as far as I know, you can have two headsets working off on two separate computers, working off of one set of lighthouses. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they'll work together. I'm looking for this, the Hazreds. Can a 980 power a Vive? That is a very good question. I'm not sure. I'm running a 1070. That one would take some research. Oh, fat-fingered into text mode. Doh. Yeah, I don't know that a 980 could power I mean, it could run VR, but I don't know how powerfully it will run it. So again, that's a question of, you know, video card versus what VR set you're looking at, and whether the MR set would actually help or hurt under those conditions. But, let's see here, yeah, oh boy. Hardcore, you've earned this one.
I've got morons on my team.
Yeah, and the cryptocurrency miners are making GPU prices just go through the roof. Turlock, gotta head out. Have fun, guys. Happy hunting. Well, thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Hardcore, no, no big. It's just funny. Onikachi, i980 Ti my Rift. Alright, well there's somebody with some expertise on the 980. Yeah, I saw that, Hardcore. I was actually impressed that the Swordfish... I mean, I thought that you would have had that thing stripped down to nothing, but obviously it can handle a pretty good impact, you know, in a dock when you hit the boosters. Grez, I don't understand how crypto miners even break even with huge power bills. Depends on the currency. Bitcoin, it's no longer profitable as far as I know. There's other alt currencies out there, altcoins like Dogecoin or something. Or whatever it is. So crypto, much currency. Wow. Balance.
Redistributing.
The shield's a 2D, it's there for mostly cosmetic purposes. Except when you need it there. Leandra, glad I got my 1080 Ti before the whole mining thing started? Yes. I imagine you are.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Okay, let's set up our fire groups here.
Scan detected.
Okay, he's wanted, so let's look over here. He's wanted for 58 grand. Let's see what happens when we hit him with the kill warrant scanner. That's still 58 grand. Then again, I don't know how to read the new model kill warrant scanner, so... Here, hold this.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
Focus crystals. Nothing too amazing. So they also said that you can scan a target now and shoot them before getting confirmation if they're already guilty or something. I kind of want to see how that works. The Battle Riot and the Pitiless Horror ought to be good tests for that. I mean, he's wanted.
Scan detected.
So let's see, this guy is supposedly wanted. Let's see what happens when I shoot him. Yeah, I didn't get confirmation on him, but Neat.
Under attack. Warning, thermal attack. Gaining heat.
So this guy was wanted, and I did not have to wait for wanted confirmation to take him out.
Taking damage.
Alright, and our third contestant.
Taking damage. Target shields offline. Frameshield charge detected.
Nope.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, that should have been in the game since the beginning. Makes directing fighter combat easier. That's true too. You don't have to. Yeah, you can just tell them open fire, and then they won't. They won't draw so much attention on you.
Target shields offline. Frameshield charge detected.
No.
Target destroyed.
Bad Clipper. Pretty sure the Sleeping Weasel is not a nice guy.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
You know, if I'm gonna get into combat with this thing...
Module malfunction.
Oop. I should really turn on my head tracker. Is there somebody else shooting it? Oh, there is. Huh.
Target shields offline.
There was a third one in there somewhere.
Module malfunction.
Ah, I just lost thrusters. You know, actually, I'm a little low on health. Didn't even see that. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. Set 2-1.
Diverting power to requested system.
Gret, by the way, good job on the new lore on Inara. Oh, thank you. I can't take credit for it, actually. I just, well, maybe I can take credit. Which lore are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I posted... I put that up, yeah, glad it reads well. Oh, let's see here. I don't know what I should be doing here. I'm kind of all over the place on... There we go. So I wanted to test out the kill warrant scanner, which is a little disappointing unless it throws up the some of the bounties, superpower bounties here. Leandra, it should be called the EAS Ebola. You sneeze on them and then they die. True, but it doesn't have quite a, you know, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have a good ring to it. So this thing, I can say, is definitely not for long-term combat ops, but you knew that. It's running dual-shot frags. If you expect this thing to have any endurance, haha, no. I'm not sure the new kill warrant scanner is bringing anything to the table where we are. But we'll get landed here and find out if anything new gets added in. 71.3 in San Guojian. Yeah, we're kicking ass in there. And we're either going to end up going to war again. I think the pending state is war. And that's going to be for control of the system, which is going to give us the other starport. So we're going to have a 2-starport system now. Leandra, finally got a chieftain, all beam, corrosive class 2, can stay in the rings for days. Obliteration tanking is best tanking. Yes, it is. So right now, I'm trying to figure out, you know, what's better. That 4th shield booster, or keep this kill warrant scanner? And I'm thinking, honestly, I go with the shield booster. Find me a parking spot.
Initializing landing procedures.
Operations Department, please comply with established docking procedures, Commander. Position authorized. Prep for arrival on landing pad 07.
Copy 07. Gear down.
Down and locked.
Kill warrant scanner is only really if you're desperate for money. It doesn't matter. It's more for fun. Well, I wouldn't say it's for fun. I mean, if you want to be a bounty hunter, it is. If you want to be like an interstellar bounty hunter, I think it's really, really important. Hardcore, I found the kill warrant scanner's just not worth it unless you're making all your money hunting. Which I used to, and now not so much. Let's check the advanced maintenance. 1,000 credits there. Patch up paint. Splash on a little paint, spackle, Bondo, primer. And nearly 1 million here, but nothing really from the superpowers, so yeah. I'm going to replace the kill warrant scanner here again. I could just go heavy duty. Oh, that put my shields up to 589. I do believe this is my engineering 2.0. Yep, 494, 495. Hardcore, I still make most of my money on luxury tours. A 50 light year Orca is a beautiful thing. It really is. Yeah, I remember back in the day when an Orca could barely break 20. And that's if you stripped it down naked. Delta Fire Dragon, I may draw back and just get head tracking. Not VR, but it could give me a look around without a pricey system upgrade. That's not a bad idea. The Track IR system is very good, in my opinion. That's what I use. That's what I've got for my head tracking up right now. I mean, I could do a VR stream, but there's a few things that I'd have to set up first, and I'm not certain how well it would work. So, boom, data delivery, Wang, the data compi, Oil Estate, Foreman Point. How are we doing here on... We're at 49% and dropping. But the nearest other faction is at 19% and dropping. So do I even want to try to help out here, or... Well, boosted influence. Well, let's drop this off at the Didac. Leandro, yeah, VR streams can be uncomfortable to watch. They're no way near the same for the people watching as for those playing. Yeah. Yeah, that is a big disadvantage to a VR stream. That's one of the other reasons that I haven't really done one. Gear up.
Retracting landing modules.
Desert Dude, there's only one dude that I can watch play in VR, and he does it very well. Is that Malik, by any chance? Because, yeah, Malik's VR stream is amazing. Delta, thinking the new Tobii Eye Tracker 4C. True. Now, you have to... The eye tracker on... The Tobii system works, but it only works for monitors of a certain size or under. So if you're... That's not saying don't do it, that's just saying... You know, be careful if you've got a big monitor. Or a widescreen or something. Okay, 24-inch, that is right there on the edge. Double check on that. Double check on that. But I think you'll be mostly okay there. Boom, data delivery, time bonus, can. No, I was looking into the eye trackers as well, but I'm running. My main monitor is actually a cheap 43-inch Samsung, a TV, a smart TV that was on sale. Head tracker looks great with it. Bibliophilus. Did use my Tobii 4C on a 34-inch curved monitor without issues. Okay, there you go. And we are... Loop of Shame. Alright, so my concerns were totally unfounded with the Tobii. My bad. Goes to 30 inches on a 29 point, or 21 point by 9, or 27 on a 16 by 9. Alright, well there you go. Vera, did I miss anything good? Did some testing with the, kill warrant scanner. Decided it wasn't worth losing the extra shield booster off of it. Nothing too terribly concerted on making massive amounts of cash or anything, just kind of floating around and checking out various things. Trying some flight assist off landings, to a certain degree. Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Bonk. Right. So, that was my attempt... that was my attempt at flight assist off all the way in, and, well, that didn't work so well. I am not good for all flight assist off all the time. Now let's bump up the influence a little bit. Spec Ops contract, courier jobs, San Guogen, exquisite focus crystals, HIP 5881, 3.5 million credits. Mission accepted. Let's see here. Bibliophilus, how's the Chieftain on deep trench running with the new planetary environments? Have they added ice planets yet? They have added ice planets. I haven't tried any deep trench running. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Let's see. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was looking for... Do I have exquisite focus crystals? I've got 6. Good enough. We'll just take the cash payout here. Raging Yeti, hey, glad I get to catch you live again. Likewise, pull up a seat. Admiral Beldraco 07. Hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Caught me just in time to do a wing assassination. Eating homemade chili. Alright. They say he carved that spoon from a bigger spoon. Hardcore. Don't get me started on food. Yeah, we already... Alicor's got started on food and we don't want to know where that went. I need the nav beacon. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. As everybody starts quoting The Simpsons. Haha. Beautiful. Unjust for SETI, still pretty new, worked my way up to the Python, doing mostly trading and mining. Now I'm looking into bounty hunting. Wondering if you had some pointers on a combat Python. Oh, let's see here. I like, for the Python... I mean, lately I've been on a kick with frag cannons. But, I mean, that's for individual targets. If you want to take on assassinations or high-profile targets, go with frag cannons. If you want to go hunt in the rings of, like, a, resource site or something, go with lasers and multi-cannons, preferably Class 3 multis. Admiral Beldraco, I'm in Colonia. When I logged out, I was building a Type 7 mining ship. Well, it's not a bad mining ship to build. But I'll show you here what, how much fun Class 3 frags can be.
Mission critical message.
So for those that don't know, this is a wing assassination mission. Instead of a solo target, there's going to be a wing of 6. And this wing of 6, all of the ships are engineered. You're usually meant to take these on with a wing of friends. And yeah, for SETI, Leandra has a good build there for a bounty hunting Python. But again, that depends if you're going for, high impact single target or whether you want to go for a little bit more battlefield endurance. Hardcore, let's petition the Australian government to rename their currency the Dollaridoo. I'll allow it. No, I'll allow that. And I'm also... Oh, yes, and also I am experimenting around a little bit, trying to get a good sound bank going on, so, Mr. Torg approves of this assassination mission. In fact, I think Torg builds most of the guns on this thing.
More killing! More violence!
Raging Yeti, does anyone know how to set up Inara to show my in-game components while looking at engineer blueprints? You have to set that up through Elite Dangerous Market Connector. But there is a alternate program that I've just found that I actually have running right now. It's called ED Engineer. Let me just type that out here. Which is more of a one-stop shop. It reads your materials. It reads them in real time. Inara needs to... Excuse me. Inara needs to update, the website updates on a schedule. I don't know exactly what that schedule is, but it's not real time. Hardcore, 1 second. Let me get you set up there. There you go. Permit sent. Go ahead and repost that. So yeah, ED Engineer will read in real time. You can configure all of your components there, and once you get the components, and you get the blueprints, or once you have all the components gathered, it will actually send out a verbal reminder saying, you have just completed the list for blueprint so-and-so. And you can also configure that for the engineering effects afterwards. So... you can set up for your grade 5 efficient plasma cannon with the target lock breaker mod, and it will tell you when you've got all the components set up for it. I've found it to be a lot more handy than Inara. And Hardcore, I'll get things set up with the mods and get, I'll start getting the regulars like, you and Budman, and I'll get the regulars set up for being able to post links as well. People that have actually posted quite a few messages rather than, and that's, I'm not trying to exclude the lurkers or, people who aren't on that much. I've just run into some problems now with bots spamming stuff. No good.
Mission objective detected.
This is good. Set 1-3.
All shields.
Threat level 5. Okay, here we go. Engineered super heavies.
Awaiting orders.
Capacity exceeded.
Dangerous Conda. Don't let the dangerous fool you. These guys are pretty damn tough.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Under attack.
And be gone. Set 2-1.
Power diverted to engines.
Incoming mission.
Who are the other targets? Vulture, Eagle, Cobra, Fertile Ants, Asp. And all those guys were engineered. Wonder if it'd be worth swapping out a booster for a chaff launcher on the Chieftain. The ship is small enough it might benefit. Possible. Though with single targets, I don't need it because I'm running the target lock breaker and the scrambler, the dazzle shell. So it should be like me instantly stealthing without all that nasty heat buildup. I mean, I lost 3% hull on this. I think the shield boosters are the right choice here. Gret never understood the logic in dangerous being above master and expert. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Honestly, I've kind of wondered about it too, but deadly definitely belongs at second to elite. So, damage report. Let's see. Modules, 96% in the packets. Barely scratched the paint. So, definitely not a fluke. And it also runs 48 tons of cargo. Admiral Beldraco, I keep forgetting to check if I'm elite and exploring when I log on. It takes a bit. Niao's been out she's been out near the core for the past, God, 3 months? Closing in on 4 months. Still hasn't gotten her elite rating. "87% Pioneer before trip to Colonia." Oh, in that case, yes, you are most likely elite. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, request docking clearance.
Entry guidance computations complete.
Terminus, I cheesed my elite on passenger adventure missions. That's not cheesing it. I mean, you were going to be going out there honking the horn whether you're hauling somebody or not. That was just extra incentive to go out there. Find me a parking spot.
Initializing.
1 second. Heat 'em up.
Arming weapons.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Balance.
Power balanced.
Frameshift charge detected. Target shields offline.
Oh! Master arm off.
Retracting armaments.
It's a keelback. Kill it before it breeds. Yeah, I was just hoping to not, you know, get so close to the station when I fired that I triggered the wrath of the satellites there, the weapon platforms. Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
I thought I took out his thrusters. It looked like he was in a tumble, but apparently he was still on that vector. You know, it's funny, Gret. Gret, you're saying your first elite was in exploration after 3 months? I got elite in exploration after 3 years. I just didn't go out and do much exploration until I had a ship lined up that could do it without me going, ah. I was scared of going out there in deep, deep space. 3.5 million. Yes, please. Spec Ops contract. Donate, donate. Modified embedded firmware. Cracked industrial. 4 rare artworks. Well, this does make money. 3.5 million and modified embedded firmware. I got 5 of those. So just, you know, a whole lot of cash. Desert Dude, my problem with getting elite in anything is that I get sidetracked very easily. Yeah, me too. Me too. You may notice I've just been kind of bopping around here doing whatever. What cartographic data? We're doing alright in Narvard. We're doing alright in Thedidic. We're doing okay in Wang. How are we in Thedidic here? We're at 52%. Yeah, that's not the worst position to be in. what to do now. Nobody's really hiring me on to haul anything, which is odd. Just data deliveries. I mean, 56 units, 120 units. I guess people just want a bigger ship to haul stuff. Wang. Recommend part of a wing. You know, let's fly back to Narvard. Let's go have a look at my stealth Python. I mean, I put that thing together. May as well put it to use. I spent all of Tuesday just grinding and grinding, trying to get materials, going to the material trader, etc., etc. Got the ship totally modified and outfitted. Gear up.
Gear up.
Only to realize, to my never-ending horror, I'd outfitted the wrong-sized power plant. The Chieftain, the Federal assault ship, they take Class 6 power plants at max. And I just spent this whole evening outfitting the Class 7 on board my Python. Witcher, hey, how you doing? Oh, we're doing alright, just kinda the usual, poking around. Yeah, exactly, Desert Dude. Like, damn it. On the plus side, and there is a benefit to this, I've got the stealthiest Python in town now. Bibliophilus, can you fly the Python after running the Chieftain? The Python is great, but it's so slow and clumsy. Slow and clumsy do not apply to my Python. Raising. That's another Torg bit I need to put in there now. No, I've modified the hell out of this Python. So let's get landed and swapped over and start showing off the engineering. We're not doing phrasing anymore? I guess not. I mean, between making Alicor's food come faster and greasing up my Thrustmaster and, yeah, now, show off how mighty and fast my Python is. Yes, it is, Gret. Haha. Yes, it is. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, request docking clearance.
Initializing.
Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima. We look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit. Request approved.
No. Don't go overshooting like that. Come on. There we go. Gear down.
The gear is down and locked.
Ah, Gret on board with the, cutter. Hell of a ship.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown.
Hardcore, I don't think any of the power play powers are out there in Colonia. I could be wrong, but Alright, so the Outrunner. Haha, there is a reason this ship has this name. So let's go move some cargo here. The Outrider, he's from the Venture Brothers. He's also from Star Wars. It's the name of the ship of Dash Rendar. Boom, data delivery, donate. Oh, come on. Nothing? Do you people need anything delivered? No. What about you? Does nobody want just regular cargo moved? Here, finally, 120 tons of Bertrandite. Easy enough, 2.1 million. That's going to Hoyle Estate and Thedidic, so where? Hoyle Estate, accept. Anybody else going out there? You know. It's right plant. That's... don't need that. Oil Estate, take that. Admiral Beldraco, gonna go do some mining in Colonia. Have a great stream and a great day. Yeah, have a good weekend. Hope to see you again soon. Thedidic oil, nope. Oh, that's right, plant. And the Gold Brotherhood's like, no, go away. Alright. Lights on.
Lights on.
Gear up.
Gear coming
Ship
up.
release. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Yeah, this thing is not your usual Falcon to Lacey Python.
You have left the no-fire zone. Flight control signing off.
And this thing's only building up so much heat because I'm building up for jump. In LA, taking a bunch of stuff out to HIP 7370B pays well, but the distance you travel. Yeah.
Incoming mission critical message.
If you're mining around Narvert, HIP 5881, that's got some good time bonus. Okay. Cool. If you take it out to Caleri Port, you will make a lot of cash. A 10 million payout for 45 passengers to Brera? Wait, did they make it good again? Do passenger runs no longer suck? I mean, I assume you gotta load up on business class. But no, take a look at this. I'm pulling off 20% heat in Super Cruise. This thing runs cold. Brera Base is what, a 15-minute flight? Maybe 10-minute? Because it's 212,000 light seconds, roughly. Around 12 minutes. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I remembered from previous, you know, the gold rush of long-range passengers. Ooh, once I got away from the star, temperatures dropped even more. This thing is stealthier than I thought. I think somebody was saying if you can get it below 20% heat, then it's basically like you were running in stealth mode. So this thing's... I thought I would have to use heat sinks. No, that does not seem to be the case. I think they have to close to within 500 meters to scan me instead of a kilometer. Falcon to Lacey, Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Initiating docking procedures.
There's some missions with a 15 million payout for 40 first-class passengers to Brera. Huh. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
Oh, that's just making me all kinds of curious. Leandra, okay, my Anaconda is being turned into a bus. Yep, pretty much. The Busaconda. Rarity grade 4, conductive polymers. How many conductive? Inventory, materials, conductive. I got plenty. Alright. Money, 2.1 million. $25 million credit run to Brera in one go. Not horrible. You know, it's far from the, 40 million heyday, but at least it's something. More cash. Boom data. Ooh, boy, I can be paid in bio-waste? Really? Desert Dude, been fun. Gotta run. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Ooh, 4.9 million. 120 tons. That's to Spinrad Station, so it's a little bit longer distance, but still, that's 5 million credits. Bibliophilus, with 27 ships in the garage, what is your worth? Well, let's go have a look here. See, balance. Current assets. 3.9 billion. Yeah, Nale just made Spinrad the whore. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, if I use boosters, this thing goes to 27% heat, but if I play it cool... Deploy heatsink?
Deploying heatsink.
I mean, obviously. Let's see how long it takes to come back up, though.
Heatsink deployed.
You should get a frigate as a mobile base. That's what I'm going to be doing when the squadron ships come out. I will be equipping a mobile starbase, basically, for folks. That's not bad. This ship, yeah, this baby runs quiet. And Witcher, take care. Sorry about that. Hope you're still on, at least for, you know, see you later on the Discord. Yeah, it's a little bit of a trip out there. Not horrible. But no, this, was it you, Bibliophilus, asking about the Python? This thing will boost to just north of 470? No, sorry, 425. 470, what am I thinking? 425, so it's basically a Clipper. It has Clipper performance in a Python body. Call the Galaxy Rangers, I smell a smuggler in the making. You're a little late on that. A little bit. Combat, crime, smuggling. I've done a little bit of smuggling here and there. 13,000 tons of smuggled commodities, does that count? I'm a little bit of everything. A little bit of an assassin, a little bit of a bounty hunter, a little bit of a trader, a little bit of an explorer. You need something moved from point A to point B? I can move it. You need somebody at point B disappeared? I can probably disappear them. You need something hauled from point A to point B very far away? I'm your guy. No questions asked, no job too small, no fee too large. Gret, that's a bunch of pythons? Yeah, well, about 2,000 tons of that. About 2,000 tons of that was in a cutter that I didn't know I was actually smuggling in. I didn't know it was restricted equipment at the station I was flying into. So that was a little interesting. I was halfway through the door before I realized, oh, I'm carrying illicit goods. And somehow, it's like this semi-truck full of contraband just cruises right on past police headquarters. Hardcore. Colonia cannonball runs, like the Dove Enigma project. Yep, I can do that. Bibliophilus. Worst crime I did was to assassinate some pirates, accidentally fired at the cops a few times. Yep. Yep, total bounties at about 5,000 credits for my 700 hours in Elite. Well, you're doing better than me then. What am I running on bounties here? Fines issued 286. Bounties received 747. Oh yeah, that's when I was flying for that's when I was flying for the Alliance and I decided, you know, let's go tweak Hudson's nose a little bit. So I was flying into Federal territory and just, you know, blowing up Federation ships. For some reason, they took offense to that. Of course, now I'm working for Hudson. Briefly. Just to get my hands on those pacifier frag cannons. Because that's going to be a whole lot of fun. I've worked for just about every power except Archon Delane. Wasn't too thrilled with the pirate of paperwork. Bibliophilis, I'm a law-abiding Fedi at heart. Well, nobody's perfect. I worked for Patrius for about 5 minutes after, you know, 5 minutes after as long as it took for me to get the advanced plasma cannons, and then I was like, eh, these are alright, but... Turbo Quest, are prismatic shields worth it? What would they be better for? Now, this is just my opinion, so grain of salt. Prismatic shields are good on transport vessels. Stuff where you aren't going to be sticking around long. And you're going to be jumping back into supercruise. They're just kind of protection against interdiction. Because I don't think prismatics are worth it for prolonged combat, because it just takes forever and a day for them to regenerate. So you want them up as a wall that is there as long as it takes you to get from point A to point B, land at the station, and then they come back at, you know, super turbo regen. Leandra's got a good point. They're good for wing assassinations, anything where you have to do one thing and then return to base. Yeah, for prolonged action, they aren't great. So, transport and assassinations, that's another one I hadn't even considered. I run bi-weaves on everything just because I, you know, equated assassination mission with combat mission. Bi-weaves I like for combat. Yes, they drop faster, but they come back a lot faster too. And Gret, there's nothing wrong with the Federation. I mean, it's not like the Empire or the Alliance have any kind of claim to the moral high ground. Also a good point from Leandra. They suck on your power pretty bad, so you may have to compromise on weapons. Unless you're willing to overcharge your power plant, and then you run into heat issues and swings and roundabouts. Hardcore, I just can't believe they've continued the war on drugs until 3304. Yeah, for all the good it's done them. Gret, it's okay, I'm having a war on the war on drugs. And then the gorillas freeze in the winter. Turbo Quest, love your streams, by the way. You've got a great streaming voice. Well, thank you. Yes, but Gret, then the Federation launched the war on drugs. Legalize Onion Head. Ask Bourgeois Stalker about that. The only thing holding his ship together was the Onion Head by the end. But no. 17% in Super Cruise. This is a... I don't know if sensors work the same way in Super Cruise as they do in real space. Like, does having a cold signature even count? I don't know. I'd like to figure that out at some point. But I do know that the colder you are in real space, the harder it is to spot you, and this thing puts in work. So speaking of a Python build, this is what I got. I got dual beam lasers in the medium slots, and then triple large frag cannons. So anybody that does try to hijack me, they end up running into a little bit of trouble usually. Gret, I love doing Brera base runs when the stream is on. Pay attention every 15 minutes, watch the rest of the time. Leandra, it doesn't matter in Super Cruise because the signature is given off by your FSD, not your temperature. Alright, this makes sense. And yeah, this is why I don't usually take the big long missions on stream. Just because... Whee! Then again, maybe people do tune in to listen to me talk for 15 minutes, so, you know, I can always do that. And then I loop of shame it anyway. Ha ha ha! Well, it wouldn't be a proper Moose stream without that, no matter what distance. I should just start up a, I should start up a mission like an hour before the stream starts, just going out to Hutton. Just so everybody can watch me loop of shame the thing. It's not the loop of shame, it's the loop of victory! Yeah, it's me, clearing the baffles. There we go. Crazy Ivan. Yeah, shaking off pursuers. Well, let's call it that and be happy. If people are willing to watch you jump for hours when exploring, long Super Cruise trips aren't that different. Damn you, logic, you have me there.
DeLacy, Kilo, Yankee, Lima. Welcome to the station, Commander. Commence with docking procedures.
Falcon DeLacy, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, request docking clearance.
Initializing.
Approval granted. Land on designated pad number 37.
Copy 37. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Sanson, 82, hey all, how you doing?
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed when maneuvering.
Unmaneuverable and slow. Oh, that's a good one.
Contact confirmed. Deactivating docking systems. Enjoy your stay at our facility, Commander.
$120 tons of superconductors. What do I want here? Biotech conductors. More mats. Especially this grade 5 stuff. Adensu, Lehigh, Sanguogen, Darbo Plant. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
What's up, Sanson? What's the good word? Gear up.
Return Retracting landing module.
Detachment confirmed to pass safely from the station.
No, no, no. Alex, what are you doing? I just wanted to turn on the head track. I didn't want to just play the scoop and the guns. Got on last week only to find out I can't run Horizons on my ancient PC. Oh no! Well, crap. So what's the plan? For peace of mind, please stow your weapons while inside the dock. You're not the boss of me! But no, I've also, you know, just for everybody to know, I've also put in those audio clips for everybody to use. So, you know, exclamation point, more killing, or morons. And, yeah, I'm trying to throw some more into the list, but anybody can use those. They're just on a 5-minute cooldown, so they don't get, you know, like, turbo spammed.
More killing! More violence!
There you go. Torg approved. And we're going to be hearing a lot more from Mr. Torg High Five Flexington. That's why it's on a 5-minute cooldown, Gret. Oh, we're going to be hearing a lot more from Mr. Torg on this stream. New GPU right now, I guess. Even vanilla doesn't render proper, even though all the specs say it's good to go. What's the GPU, if you don't mind me asking? Oh no, Gret. You're, you're also on a 5-minute cooldown. So somebody else could post exclamation point morons, I think. I'll check on... well, somebody else type that. Find me a parking spot.
Initializing landing cycle.
Access granted.
I've got morons on my team!
Beautiful. Gear down. GeForce 9800 GT. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a little... every individual... So, individual users are on a 5-minute cooldown, and also... the various emotes are also on a 5-minute cooldown.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, the Bibliophilus. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Plank Owners. Hope you enjoy your stay. So yeah, the individual clips are on a 5-minute cooldown, and the individual users are on a 5-minute cooldown. So, yeah, that way morons can't be spammed way too much because I know that one's going to be popular. Don't play with no apostrophe. That one could work. Let's see.
Welcome to the stream.
Happy 3 months again.
Alicors, thank you so much for the 3-month Twitch Prime sub. There it goes. Haha. And TurboQuest, you're on the 5 minutes because you posted something earlier, but yes, if, let's see. If I post it...
Don't play with me, fool!
we get that. And I'm going to be adding to this a lot. I'm sure this won't be taken advantage of in any possible way, and you know what? I'm fine with that. Happy 3 months again. Yeah, it finally kicks in, Alicors. You figure it's gotta... It's gonna work at some point. Oh, the Imperial Cutter. I'm gonna load this thing up with passenger modules at some point. It'll be fun tomfoolery. That's right. Tomfoolery, and perhaps... Let's see, tomfoolery, and what's the other word we're looking for? Wackiness, zaniness. Bibliophilus, what's your best jump range? That would be on the Bifrost. Hardcore streamer I used to mod for. Used to play Arma 3 Battle Royale. Yeah, it was the PUBG precursor. He had a donation sound trigger that sounded like an SKS firing super loud. Oh, I'm sure that didn't go bad at all in any way. So we'd wait until he was all wound up and on the edge of panic, and then we'd all donate 7.62. Nice. Nice. That's similar to Overwatch. McCree's voice actor likes to play Overwatch. And he will... he will actually, you know, give his it's high noon. He'll say that over the channel and just... You know, everybody will just fall over themselves looking for, okay, who's gonna do it? Where's it coming from? Let's see here, I wanted to toss... Back cargo rack. Scoop. Yeah, if I get rid of this, cargo... And then if I get rid of these two fuel limpet controllers, which... I barely use. Fuel generator, cargo rack. Oh yeah, I put a slightly larger power plant on this thing, I think, but when I get this thing all the way tuned up for maximum range, this will jump north of 70 light years. 70.3, I believe. Yeah, Matt Mercer, thank you. Thank you, Gret and Aaron Burton. Alicor, sorry Moo, my internet's being a bork again. Well, that's another sound effect I need to add in then. I need to add in the Swedish Chef. We're right by we live near the Swedish Medical Center, and so we hear a lot of ambulances and assume that somebody's gotten borked. I could have just sworn I heard the sound of somebody's shields collapsing and then exploding outside. That's probably not a good or healthy thing. Better than getting borged. That's true. Gret. He also might or might not be me. What did you do?
I've got morons on my team!
Oh yes. Hilarity ensued. HS0003, don't ever fix the paint on that ship. Well, yeah, we'll see about that. Probably not. It's character. It's Bondo. Data delivery. Well, it gives me conductive components, so that's something. But it's to harangue. Screw that noise. That's to harangue. Massacre pirates. 36 pirates. Skimmer destruction. Boom time delivery of rutile. Harangue. We might look into that one. These guys just no, they aren't hiring me for anything. Verid, you should see the paint on my asp. It's getting bad. More primer than paint. Oh, here's some fun. Let's see, do career job. Let's just go for a single target assassination this time. I think that was right about here. Pirate Lord Brian Regal. I can be either paid in cash or useless stuff. I know, I'll take the cash. Gret, I might or might not be stuck in the mail slot. Deploy your landing gear and then pull it back in and see if that gets you unstuck. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
Who needs cash when you have useless stuff? The motto of nearly everybody that I helped my grandfather out at auctions with. Master 10, new friend request. Alright, I think I know you. Boink. Friendship confirmed.
You have left the no-fire zone. Flight control out.
Stupid planets, always getting in the way of my jumps. Aaron A. Burton, Master 10 is me. I thought I recognized that. Sanson did manage to bonk the station once, got wiped out, and was last seen slowly spinning on all three axes outside the starting station. I couldn't figure out how to kill all the movement. Oh ho ho. Yeah, that's a lesson in, that is a lesson in momentum and many other horrible things. I just put up a trailer for myself up on the YouTube channel, showing a few of my other misadventures. Like the 100 meter per second landing. The, you know, just vertical speed. Boom! The accidentally hitting the boosters on the way into the dock. In a super engineered, Imperial Courier. Yes, the new motto for my channel. When he screws it up, he screws it back down. Usually.
Warning, temperature critical.
Have you tried braking 500 meters per second in a cutter yet? No, no. Tempted now that you say that. But at the same time, it's kind of like throwing a train off a cliff. Yes, you've got it up to that speed. Now what? Well, now, okay, you got me thinking, can I enter a dock at 500 meters per second in a cutter? And how dead will that get me when I accidentally blow somebody up? Well, I know what we're doing for Monday's program.
Incoming mission critical message.
Ryan Rigel, where are you, buddy? Let's have some words. Well, it's either going to be one word or one hyphenated word, and that word is going to be goodbye. You can, but you can't stop before you hit the back end. I don't know, I pulled it off in that courier, and hey, it's an Imperial ship, so a courier should be just like a cutter, right? I mean, they both have, you know, they're both kind of blue and highlighty and, you know, kind of chromy, and everybody kind of, you know, loses their minds when they look at it. Sanson named my sidey Brick. Hey, Slab. Moo, the boost to halted distance is like 5 clicks unengineered. Well, that's why I'd engineer it. And then I'd do like I did in the courier. I'd do a flight assist off spin, and then once I got my nose pointed back out the station, I'd hit the boosters again to counteract the momentum. Easy peasy. All I gotta do is figure out if I can make a stop. You know, if I can make a flight assist flip inside the station. In a cutter. Can't be that hard. I mean, come on, I've got the resources for buyback. I mean, we'll practice by flying out of the station using the boosters, and then we'll see how long it takes to get a kind of little spin flip thing going. No, there's methodology to this. We can apply the scientific method to this. Just create opposing force with kinetic weapons. In this case, yes, I would need somebody to shoot me with a force shell. I don't think many people are going to shoot me with a force shell inside the station. Now, if they do, more hilarity ensues. And you basically get a, oh, what's the term? A Kessler cascade. You'd basically end up with a Kessler cascade inside the station. And then you're picking up debris, you're picking up materials, you're picking up supplies. Basically, you're doing Kessler runs. Kessler syndrome. Thank you very much, Hardcore. And really, for a stream full of punsters, nobody is commenting at all on the Kessler run? Damn, I gotta up my game. Normal view?
Acknowledged.
Can you do it in less than 12 parsecs? Yes, if I'm doing it in real space, inside of a station. Yes. Screenshot.
Taking photo.
I really need to wipe off this canopy. That's just dusty and scratched all to hell. Hardcore, this reminds me of an AC/DC song. Can't remember. Can't think of which one it could be. So, standard assassination here. Could the Outrunner outrun the Millennium Falcon? In hyperspace, no. In real space, probably. Sanson, it still pains me when I hear that parsec equals distance. There is a way to explain that, and it works, damn it. It's not, and yeah, there's a retcon for it, and it's been out for ages. It's been out in the novels for decades. That the Kessel run was a fixed distance. It was like 13 parsecs from the terminal on the terminal at the mines on Kessel to wherever the distribution hub was for the huts. And you had to go around the Maw, which was a nasty black hole cluster, or a singular supermassive, depending. Well, not a supermassive, but a big one. Good show, Moo. I'm off for tonight. Catch you guys later on the Discord. Sounds good. See you then. Have a good evening. So yeah, you had to get around a black hole cluster to complete the run. Well, Han got a little too close to it, trying to outrun or avoid a patrol cutter, and the black hole actually bent space-time, their hyperdrive or their hyperspace path, and so instead of flying 13 parsecs, they actually did it in 12. Which is kind of neat. I mean, it's like running a marathon in 22 miles. Bibliophilus, we need the drive from Event Horizon. No, we don't. That's like saying we need the drive from 40K, which is pretty much the same thing as the drive from Event Horizon. We don't need a Geller field, we don't need psychers, and we don't need to be opening up any horrible holes into the fabric of space-time and punching a doorway into hell. Yeah, I like my eyeballs. I use them to see things. You know, I like this universe. It's where I keep my stuff. So it should be here.
Mission objective detected.
I should have complained earlier. Threat level 2. Oh. You poor SOB.
Awaiting
Master
further
arm
instruction.
on.
Hard points.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Hi, Brian. Look, buddy, we gotta talk. Good talk. Engines.
All power to engine.
Let's just throw some maneuverability into this thing.
Picking up a distress signal.
We just keep jousting here. Goodbye.
Incoming mission critical message.
Picking up a distress signal.
Oh, come on. Where's my scoop? There it is.
Deployed.
Barrett, I see nobody's read Old Man's War. I'm familiar with it. Did I just totally miss that? I did. I was looking over at chat instead of trying to pick up the damn cargo. There we go. Phase alloys, plenty of
Picking up a
that.
distress signal.
Proto-light alloys. Well, we'll take more of that. That's grade 4. Stuff falling towards the planet. No, it is actually not. Focus crystals. What else we got here? Good enough.
Picking up a distress signal.
SAR crews will be by shortly. In the meantime, hold your breath, pull up a deck of cards, and... bye.
I've got morons on my team.
Thank you, TurboQuest. Wongarateri has a moon that's orbiting another moon. It's true, Hardcore. Damn it, Moon Moon. You know, if we're talking memes here. Yeah, the drive worked by taking an improbable thing such as a ship suddenly being elsewhere and making it more probable. It's similar to the infinite improbability drive of Hitchhiker's Guide. Now, I don't know the timing on which book came out first, but I'm sure there was homage one way or another. Not a bad payout for a threat level 2 pirate. Honestly, he lasted longer than a lot of the threat level 4s just because, you know, those Federal assault ships, they are good at dodging around and jousting. One problem, I have yet to see a towel in any of the spaceships. True, but there is a wonderful consolation prize, which I will show to you here in a moment. Now, Aaron, I know that there is no... Oh, that's a good approach. Find me a parking spot.
Asking now.
Please nobody, please nobody, please nobody, please nobody. Woohoo! Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Anyway, Aaron, yes, there are no towels in the ships. However, there is a lovely consolation prize here. In the form of bacon. Falcon DeLacy, in their infinite wisdom... Falcon DeLacy has equipped all of their Viper-class fighters, Viper 3, Viper 4. They've equipped them with emergency bacon dispensers. I'm in a Cobra. Wrong Mark 4. The proper ship I'm looking for here from FDL. See? 8 strips of emergency bacon just right there. And if you don't like bacon, wait long enough and it's emergency jerky. Yeah, take a look. Right there. Emergency bacon! Port and starboard. Or starboard and port as I was panning around there. And the hauler has a coffee dispenser. Yeah, put them together and you've got a great breakfast menu for a ship. Code Fox. There's also a great consolation prize if you want that 2001 Space Odyssey feel with a standard docking computer. It's true. And I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, you use a docking computer. Well, you aren't a real pilot. Whatever. You know, sometimes you just want to take a break, use the bathroom, whatever, while you're landing the ship. The Cobra doubles as a waffle iron. That's true. What was it I saw? I haven't figured out how to turn lead into gold, but I have figured out how to turn waffles into pancakes. Behold, the philosopher's mallet. No, the Python isn't a skillet. The Asp Scout is a skillet. I don't even have... Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Type 9 and the Type 10. The Space Pancake. Spoiler alert. Type 10. The T10 has a handle. That would make it a waffle iron, then. It's the top of the waffle iron. Bibliophilus, one of the engineers, is on a high-G world, and I use a docking computer to land the bigger ships there. That's not a bad idea. I like that. Yeah, I mean, use a docking computer, don't use a docking computer. I just... FDL is the space cheesecake slice. You could be onto something there. Let's get this turned in. Yeah, I'm not saying you know, it's terrible that you use a docking computer. I just think it might be a good idea to learn how to land in a variety of conditions when you don't have one. Especially if you run into some of those jerks out there that just blow up your docking computer and then send you on your way. Other than that, that's the only caveat I've got about docking computers. Sanson, I was playing around with the shipbuilder. The T10 is a battle fortress, not a ship. I've got a video up on YouTube of the thing impacting? Making contact with Achenar 3. Yeah, Toof's Pancake House. Nice name. There's some folks out there that will interdict and blow you up completely just for having a docking computer on board. Yeah, that's... I'll teach you to, I'll teach you to play in open. That's all they're, like, learn to fly good. How about I learn to fly just to avoid assholes? How about that? And then they complain, oh, there's no more people in open. You... Unintended consequences. Do you speak it? Let's see here. Arveloth, Glaskov Terminal in Erandon just got attacked by Thargoids. We need all the help we can get. Alright, I will pass that along. Right now, I am just getting ready to take off. Real world stuff. It's the weekend. Gotta start, grabbing supplies and everything for making supper, because I am the house husband. And also the cat wrangler. And, yeah, all kinds of stuff, so... On that bombshell of of just wonderful conversation, also blowing up a pirate like, going out of style. I will be out, though. I will go out and aid in that station. It's about 74 light years from Narvert.
I've got morons on my team!
That's right. I'm going to equip the Outrunner, actually, for emergency evacuation. Because running cold isn't just good for smuggling. It is very good in bases that are currently, on fire. So on that bombshell, I'm going to take off. Everybody, you've been great. Always good to talk to people. Always good to answer questions. Always good to meet new people. Pancake House, I'm there now. It's crazy inside that thing. Yeah, I'll see about scrambling some help from Narvert. In the meantime, I will be back on Monday. Usual time, usual place. Take care, everybody. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, a docking computer is a good start. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I will see you all again on Monday.